Hello and welcome back. You're listening to English Unlocked, a calm English podcast created to help you relax, slow down, and improve your English naturally. My name is Daniel, and I'm really glad you're here with me tonight. This episode is part of our English Before Sleep series. It's designed for quiet evenings, late nights, and moments when you want to rest, not rush. You don't need to study. You don't need to repeat anything unless you want to. You don't need to understand every word. Just listening is enough. Learning English doesn't always have to be active. Sometimes the best learning happens when your mind is calm and open. This podcast is for those moments. You can listen while lying in bed. You can listen with your eyes closed. You can listen as the day slowly fades away. Tonight's story is a calm night story. Nothing dramatic will happen. Nothing will demand your attention. The language is slow and clear. The sentences are simple and natural. The rhythm is gentle. If you fall asleep while listening, that's perfectly okay. Your brain is still listening. It's still learning. At English Unlocked, we believe that English can feel safe and comfortable. It doesn't need to be stressful or overwhelming. Every time you listen like this, English becomes a little more familiar, a little more natural. So before we begin, take a slow breath in and gently breathe out. Let your shoulders relax. Let your thoughts slow down. There is nothing you need to do right now. Nothing you need to decide. This is your quiet time with English. In the next part, we'll slowly move into the story. A calm night, a quiet space, and a gentle moment of rest. Before the story begins, let's slow down a little more. Night has its own rhythm. It doesn't rush. It doesn't ask questions. It simply arrives quietly and naturally. This is the moment when the world outside begins to soften. Lights grow warmer, sounds become distant. Everything unnecessary slowly fades away. You might still hear something far away, a car passing, a quiet voice, the hum of the city. But none of it needs your attention. Right now you are safe. You are comfortable. You are allowed to rest. Listening to English at night is different from listening during the day. Your mind is no longer trying to analyze or control. It's open. It's receptive. And that is when learning happens most gently. You don't need to remember anything from this episode. You don't need to repeat words or sentences. Your only task is to stay comfortable. If your thoughts begin to wander, let them. If they become quiet, that's perfect too. Notice your breathing. In and out, slow. Natural. With every breath, your body becomes heavier. Your muscles relax. Your face softens. There is no pressure to fall asleep. Sleep comes when it's ready. This time is not about effort. It's about permission. Permission to stop. Permission to let go. Permission to be gentle with yourself. At English Unlocked, we create these moments so English can become part of your calm, not something that adds stress to your life. Words don't need to be sharp. They don't need to be loud. They can simply exist around you, like a quiet voice in the dark, like a soft presence nearby. As you listen, English settles into the background. It becomes familiar, comfortable. Your body already knows what to do next. Your mind doesn't need instructions. So stay here for a moment longer. Let the night hold you. In the next part, the story will begin slowly. A calm night. A quiet space. A gentle moment meant only for rest. And until then, just breathe and listen. The night has fully arrived. Outside, the streets are calm and almost empty. Most lights in the buildings are already off. Only a few windows glow softly in the distance. Inside the room, everything is still. Daniel is alone, resting quietly as the night settles around him. The day has ended, and nothing is waiting for him anymore. The room is dim, lit only by a small lamp in the corner. Its warm light creates gentle shadows on the walls. There are no screens, no distractions, no noise. Daniel moves slowly, carefully, as if the quiet itself could be disturbed. He sits down and takes a moment to do nothing at all. There is no hurry now. No reason to think about tomorrow. No need to remember the past. The night allows everything to pause. Daniel listens to the silence. Not an empty silence, but a comfortable one. The kind of silence that feels safe. Outside, the city continues its quiet breathing. A distant sound passes and fades. Then everything becomes still again. Daniel takes a slow breath in and gently breathes out. His body responds immediately. Shoulders drop. Muscles soften. He notices how tired he feels. Not exhausted, but ready to rest. The night doesn't demand anything from him. It doesn't ask questions. It doesn't expect answers. It simply exists. Daniel walks slowly toward the bed. Each step is unhurried. Each movement feels natural. The bed is prepared. The room is cool and comfortable. The air feels clean and quiet. Daniel sits on the edge of the bed for a moment, grounding himself in the present. The fabric beneath his hands feels familiar, reassuring. He removes his shoes gently and places them neatly aside. Small routines done slowly help the mind understand that it is time to rest. This night is not special, and that is exactly why it feels peaceful. No plans, no celebrations, no expectations. Just a quiet moment at the end of the day. Daniel lies down and looks toward the ceiling, letting his eyes relax. Thoughts move slowly now without direction. The night is doing its work. And as the room holds him softly, Daniel allows himself to sink deeper into stillness, knowing that rest has already begun. Daniel lies quietly, allowing the bed to support his body completely. The softness beneath him feels comforting, steady, reliable. The room remains silent. No movement. No interruption. Only the gentle rhythm of breathing fills the space. In and out. Each breath feels slower than the last. The day has already faded into the background. Details no longer matter. Conversations, tasks, and small worries begin to lose their shape. Daniel notices how his body feels. His feet are warm and relaxed. His legs feel heavy, resting without effort. His hands lie calmly at his sides, no longer holding anything. The muscles in his shoulders soften completely. The tension he carried through the day slowly dissolves. This is the moment when the body understands. It is safe to rest. Thoughts appear briefly, then disappear. They don't stay long enough to create stories. They simply pass through, like quiet sounds in the distance. Daniel doesn't follow them. There is no need. The night does not require attention. It does not require decisions. It gently invites stillness. Breathing becomes deeper. In, out. With each breath, the space around Daniel feels softer. The edges of the room blur. The sense of time begins to fade. There is no past to return to. No future to prepare for. Only this calm moment. The body grows heavier, but in a pleasant way. Supported. Held. Daniel feels a quiet sense of trust. Trust that everything important has already been done for today. Trust that rest will come naturally. The night feels kind. If a small sound reaches the room, it fades quickly. If a thought tries to form, it gently dissolves. Nothing needs to be held on to. Daniel's breathing remains slow and steady, like a calm wave moving in and out. The mind grows quieter with every moment. This is not something to achieve. It is something to allow. The night knows what to do. And as the stillness deepens, Daniel rests inside it, calm, safe, and ready to drift even further into the quiet. The night feels deeper now. Daniel is no longer fully aware of the room around him. The bed, the air, the silence, everything blends together into one calm presence. His breathing continues on its own. In, out, slow, even. There is no effort in it anymore. Thoughts no longer form clear sentences. They are soft and distant, like echoes fading into the dark. Images appear briefly, not memories, not dreams, just gentle impressions. A warm light, a quiet room, a feeling of safety. They don't stay long. Daniel doesn't try to hold them. He lets them come and go naturally. Time begins to lose its meaning. Minutes stretch, then disappear. The body feels heavy, completely supported. Every muscle is relaxed. There is no tension left to release. Even the face feels soft. The jaw is loose. The forehead smooth. The mind grows simpler with every breath. Nothing needs attention. Nothing needs explanation. If a thought appears, it fades before it can take shape. If a sound reaches his ears, it passes gently without pulling him back. The night holds everything quietly. Daniel feels himself drifting, not falling, not sinking, just moving gently away from the edges of the day. There is no clear line between being awake and being asleep now, only a peaceful in-between. The body knows exactly what to do. The mind no longer tries to guide it. Rest happens naturally. The darkness feels kind, protective, comforting. With every slow breath, Daniel moves deeper into this quiet space, where nothing is expected, where nothing is needed, where rest comes without effort. The story becomes softer now, almost like a whisper. And as everything slows even more, the night continues its gentle work, guiding him calmly, patiently toward sleep. Everything feels very quiet now. Daniel is no longer aware of where one thought ends and another begins. There is no clear movement of the mind, only a gentle stillness. His breathing is slow and deep. In, out. Each breath moves on its own, without effort. The body feels heavy, fully supported by the bed. There is no need to adjust or shift. Everything is exactly where it should be. The muscles are relaxed. The hands are still. The legs feel warm and calm. Even the small tensions that remain begin to fade. The night feels steady and kind. Nothing interrupts it. Nothing disturbs it. If a sound reaches the room, it passes through softly, like a distant echo. If a thought appears, it dissolves before becoming clear. There's no need to hold on to anything now. The mind is no longer active. It is resting too. Time no longer matters. Moments stretch and blend together. The space around Daniel feels safe and quiet, like being gently held. There is no urgency, no expectation. Sleep does not arrive suddenly. It arrives slowly, naturally, as if it has always been there. Daniel drifts deeper with every breath, not moving, not thinking, just resting. The story no longer needs words. It becomes a feeling instead. A feeling of calm, a feeling of safety, a feeling of rest. The night continues quietly. And in this deep stillness, Daniel allows himself to let go completely, trusting the night, trusting the quiet, and trusting rest. And now, my friend, there is nothing more you need to do. You don't need to stay awake. You don't need to remember the words. You don't need to follow the story any longer. Just rest. Listening to English before sleep is meant to feel gentle. It is not about effort or focus. It is about allowing the language to be present quietly, like a soft background sound. If you are still awake, that is perfectly fine. If you are already drifting into sleep, that is perfectly fine too. Your mind continues to listen in its own way. Your brain continues to learn calmly and naturally. At English Unlocked, we believe that learning English can be peaceful. It can fit into moments of rest, comfort, and safety. You don't need to rush your progress. You don't need to compare yourself to anyone else. Every time you listen, you take a small, meaningful step forward. Tonight, you gave yourself something valuable. Time to slow down. Time to breathe. Time to let go of the day. That matters. If your thoughts fade, let them fade. If your body feels heavy, allow it. Sleep knows how to arrive on its own. There is nothing you need to hold on to now. Nothing you need to prepare. Only the quiet of the night. Only the rhythm of your breath. Thank you for listening. Thank you for learning in your own way. This is English Unlocked, where English feels calm, safe, and human. I'll be here when you're ready to listen again. Until then, rest well, sleep peacefully, and let the night take care of you. Good night.